The city has the opportunity to take these solutions and, use them for making a plan for improving sidewalks in the city, making a plan for improving our access to healthy foods, and addressing microenterprises in the city and how to properly develop those from here on out.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Who's the only local bank with a mobile mortgage app? Farmers. Download the app to contact your lender, calculate payments, securely scan and upload documents, and check the status of your loan. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal, Farmers.
The basis of this program is to connect these interns with community mentors, and they are given a community issue, and they have 8 weeks to develop a creative solution to that issue. So these interns were split into 3 groups, and the projects that they worked on were access to healthy foods, sidewalk condition analysis, and community development and microenterprises. So each team has developed a really amazing solution that they'll be presenting today. And the city has the opportunity to take these solutions and, use them for making a plan for improving sidewalks in the city, making a plan for improving our access to healthy foods, and addressing microenterprises in the city and how to properly develop those from here on out.
It's through our STEM program, so you don't really think of a STEM, student being interested in city planning. But we wanted to show the STEM students, which there's also humanities students on the projects as well. But we wanted to show these STEM students how they might use their talents to in a different type of way than going to a company for an internship.
We were assigned the sidewalk infrastructure project. It was given to us by Jordan Kareem at the City Construction and Engineering Department. Essentially, the sidewalk conditions in Youngstown are depreciating and they're not good. And so he wanted us to find a way to monitor these conditions. So we developed a device called the Arduino system, or the DCD as it is in our report, which is used by a team which drives around an area that they wish to survey. It tracks the GPS location as well as prescribes a rating. And then that data is compiled into an Excel spreadsheet. And then this spreadsheet is then made into heat maps, which is usable data which we're giving to the city. We also developed a solution for virtual rating in case that one didn't work out, because we had a lot of problems with the code, but it did in the end. And this one is good for volunteer use, where you use online software like Google Maps or Mapillary to highlight the maps individually. And you can do this from home, you can do this from an office, you can do this for a corporation, etc. We hope that the city will use that data and go forward with the project.
Our group was working on trying to find a way to bring small businesses in, but in a sustainable way so they could stay. So that's what that whole market analysis thing was. It can be really big, real heavy from an outside perspective, but it basically just tells businesses what's working, what people haven't tried, what isn't, or what's not wanted. And then we just applied it to a building on Mahoning, because there's just so much going on that street right now. It's just in the beginning of the work, so you wouldn't quite know it if you hadn't talked to people. But I'm really excited to see it hopefully become something really, really useful.
A food co-op, so it's basically a grocery store that has a board that represents all of the community. So it functions the same way as using a lot of local produce. Some wholesale items, like I was talking about, where people want bananas, but local producers aren't going to be able to make those. So you buy it from wholesalers. So you still have a full grocery store, but it's more emphasis on helping the community. So purchasing from local producers. And then the board is the main difference in it's making sure that it doesn't stray from that idea. So you're going to have producers represented on the board. You'll have community members on the board. The distributor will have members on the board. So it's everyone has a say on how the grocery store is being operated. 823 Elm Street, it used to be a grocery store like 15 years ago, so it already has the foundation of a grocery store. And then also we talked with the kitchen incubator next door, Pat Rosenthal and Gino, who worked there. They didn't even know what we were doing in our group, and we went to talk with them, and they go, we really want a grocery store or something right next door on Elm Street. We're like, we had the exact same idea. It's a perfect location, and they would want to support that, so they have land around that they would want to turn into like a small garden area that you could supply local produce right next door to the grocery store, because there's already a Northside farmers market on Elm Street, so using the co-op to facilitate that farmers market, just getting more people in that area.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Who's the only local bank with a mobile mortgage app? Farmers. Download the app to contact your lender, calculate payments, securely scan and upload documents, and check the status of your loan. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal, Farmers.